Okay, what is up, guys? Jason Whelan here. Today, I thought we'd talk about motivation. This is a really important factor for the gym, and I've been getting a lot of messages on social media lately saying, I'm not really too pushed to go into the gym, and I'm not really motivated right now. And that can be really difficult, especially we're now getting into the winter time. You wake up early in the morning and your car, the windscreen is frozen over, and requires that little extra bit of effort to go to the gym because it's so cold in the mornings and things like that as well. So today we're going to talk about staying motivated and why and how you can stay motivated. Okay, so first of all, have to understand why you should have your motivation to go to the gym. So why did you start going to the gym? Was it to achieve a certain physique? Was it just to improve your cardiovascular endurance, to improve your performance on, say, a football pitch or a rugby pitch or GA pitch or whatever sport you may play? So you have to understand, first of all, the why. Why are you going to the gym? So maybe initially look at where you started. Try and think back when you first went in. What sort of weights were you lifting? What sort of time? How many kilometers were you traveling on, say, the bike or the treadmill? Or how many calories you were burning in a certain time period on the ski, or the rower, or whatever type of exercise you might do. So try and see where you initially came from and where you're at now, and reflect and appreciate the progress that you've made during the duration you've been to the gym. So that's really, really important. You also need to make sure you realize that you're going to the gym for the right reasons. Is it to achieve a certain physique? Do you want to look like a bodybuilder like Ronnie Coleman, or do you want to look like a football player, or do you want to look like, say, a Joe Wicks kind of physique? You know what? Like, you need to look at some other sports stars or physique competitors, or again, whatever your dream physique is. You need to look at that and realize how and why can't I get there. So for example, like, if your dream physique is to be a football player with shredded abs, that they don't really do a whole lot of weights work. Most of their work is from obviously being on the pitch playing football. That's how they build most of the muscle in their legs. Their body fat percentage is going to be quite low, so they're burning so many calories per day. They're eating well, so they're shredded and they have a six-pack. But if you actually look at the muscle definition in their arms, like, they don't be going into the gym and doing, chest and shoulders. They obviously do upper body work to improve their strength in 1v1 tackles and stuff like that, but they're not going in and just training chest or doing arms on a Saturday or whatever it may be. So is that your dream physique, is to look like a football player? Then you need to reset your goals and concentrate on different things. You need to concentrate basically on doing cardio, doing legs, and doing abs. Those are the three things you need to concentrate if you want to look like a football player, basically. Or do you want to look like a bodybuilder? Because if you don't want to look like a bodybuilder, you're going to have to go to the gym. You're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to go 6 days a week. You're going to have to eat the right food to get big. Or do you want to look like a Joe Wicks type? Kind of that slim physique but has prominent abs. If you want to look like that, then you may not necessarily need to go to the gym. Maybe home workouts is what can help you achieve your goals, if it means that you're going to be consistent week on week. If you're going to the gym one week, going, say, 1 or 2 days, maybe instead of that, scrap that altogether and do 4 to 5 days of home workouts per week of 45 minutes to an hour. That would be much better for your overall development, if that's the kind of physique you want to look for. But as I said, it depends on what your goals are. So make sure you understand why you're going to the gym, okay? So that's really important. As I just explained there, make sure you have your goal, and make sure your goal is defined. What is your dream physique type, and how are you going to get there? If you're not sure exactly, then maybe you need to, contact me. I'll help you for free, no problem at all. Or maybe you need to hire a coach or a personal trainer of some sort to help you reach the next stage in your physique. Maybe you've hit a plateau and you don't know genuinely how to get to the next part of your physique, so maybe you need help. Maybe you need someone to tell you or explain to you exactly how to get there. So make sure of that. Make sure you create a clear vision as well. Make sure you have some short-term goals, medium-term goals, long-term goals, okay? So if your goal is to drop 10 kilos in the next 3 months, you need to write down on a sheet of paper how I'm going to do this. I need to lose, for example, 5 pounds per week to lose 10 kilos. You can't just go along and hope that you're going to lose the 10 kilo at the end of the 3 months or whatever period you may have given yourself. So you need to have a clear vision how you're going to do that. You need to say, right, I need to go to the gym at 6 a.m. every single morning. I need to be there. I need to do an hour and 15 minutes in the gym 5 days a week. Take the weekend off. Make sure I eat correctly during the weekend as well. Even if it's not in a calorie deficit, maybe I need to eat maintenance calories at the weekend. So make sure you have a clear vision of how you are going to achieve your goals, because it's all well and good writing down what your goals might be, but if you don't have a plan on how to get to those goals, then ultimately those goals will probably fail. So make sure you have a clear vision and follow that up with a plan, as I was just saying. And keep it positive is my last tip. So make sure you keep it positive. You're not going to have a brilliant week every single week. Let's be realistic. We're humans. We make mistakes. We have personal lives. We have events that are important to us. Don't be afraid to go and have dinner with your wife or girlfriend or partner. Don't be afraid, if you want to go to the cinema to see the film you've been waiting 2 years for it to come out or whatever, go to the cinema, get some popcorn, but end it at that, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Just because you have one bad meal, or say you go out drinking and whatever, it's like 300 calories per pint or whatever, and you get a takeaway that night as well, just leave it at that. It doesn't have to go into the next day and then the following day, and then you start Monday on a poor note and you're like, geez, I'm still suffering from drinking at the weekend. I could do with getting a burrito today or something like that. Just make sure you keep it positive. You make sure you're making good decisions that are going to affect the long term, okay? It doesn't need to be on a day-by-day basis. It can be on a week-by-week basis. So make sure, if you make a mistake, which you will, naturally, you're not going to be perfect, that you correct your mistakes, and the next day it's just start over again. It doesn't need to be, I'm going to starve myself for the day now because I had a burger and a takeaway and last night. You start the next day, have whatever works for you. I know for a fact, if I went out last night, straight away the next morning, even if I'm not feeling that well, I'm going to have my porridge, because it's going to start the day straight away right. So make sure of that. So these are just a few small tips. As I said, I was getting a few messages on social media, just people saying that they're struggling for motivation on training and stuff. So hopefully these few tips can help you guys. Really appreciate for watching the video. I've been Jason Whelan. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.